Good evening. How are we today, good sirs? Says three concurrent users. So good shot that it probably would be just good sirs right now. I see a few people connecting. Usually start the streams by saying, how's it, boys and girls? How's it? We'll give it a little bit of time, couple of minutes. Live streams are always a little bit more janky than the edited videos. We will edit some videos, put them straight on the We Make channel. Which suggestive poll would you like to see? Got some nice polls on the system at the moment. Let's have a quick look. There's the kitchen, sofa and tempe, the seed. I went to one of these. These are some cool locations for a party. A pair of shorts. Ah, they're YouTube shorts. Just do it. Hello, Pavito in the chat. How are we today? Tasty art, summer era incoming, but which one? Cool, we see some new polls on the system. We want some lifestyle votes or more food in Cyprus. That's quite interesting. Me, I will choose food. Yeah, this would be me just wasting time and trying to make a good reason for it. So, yeah, just choosing games to play next month. Cards are looking good, but we want them to look even better. That's where this vote's going to come in. Oh, we got a couple people joining. That's great. We'll get started in about a minute or so. Me, I'm always going to vote for food if that's an option. That's looking good. People that are joining now, if you have signed up, you'll notice you currently will not have any credit at the top there. Let us know if you have a complete sign up, and we will be issuing a couple of credit before the stream is over. Streaming on YouTube has an advantage. You can rewind, but we haven't said anything of importance yet. I'm just waiting for some people to join. Right. Thanks, guys, for joining. Let's get a quick start on this. I'm going to hit record so that we can have some videos for our social media. I'm going to start. All right. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us today for our quick WeMake demonstration. Hope you had an easy time signing up. For those of you that have not signed up yet, you can just follow the link. At the top, you'll see a login button that you can click. If you had joined one of our tests previously, you should have an email address and password that you used. Those will still be accessible to you. You can just type them in. If you forgot your password, you'll be able to just click the forgot password at the bottom and go through the steps to get a new password. If you are new and you want to sign up, you just click create an account. You can use your Google or Facebook to do so. And if you don't want to use any of your socials, you can click create an account, fill out the form, and you will receive an email to verify your account. Once you have done so, for the period of the test that we have just announced, which will be the rest of the month of May, you will receive 5 cred every day that you can use at your own discretion throughout the polls. I'll give a little bit more of an explanation how these polls work now. Be aware at the end of the month, whatever free credits you have gotten will be zeroed out. Your accounts will still be active, but the system will be properly live. We will leave pre-beta and enter beta, at which point you can still use the system, but you will be buying creds from that point on. Why do you buy creds? WeMake is a platform that we have built for creatives to put projects on that they either haven't had the chance to go ahead and give a try before, or they've had many ideas in their heads and they weren't sure what people resonate with. You can put the concepts on WeMake. People can vote, and whatever the winning vote is at the end of a closed poll is what you'll go and execute on, because you get a better idea of what people want before you even do the content. So let's take you through the site a little bit. On the main page, you'll see that there are sections for projects, creators, and polls. The top level of the site is a creator. A creator is a person that has multiple projects. So in this case, let's click on one of the initial creators so that you can get an idea. TNT Games was one of the creators added to the site when we first started. If we follow through to the link, you will see that TNT Games as a project sits here, and there are 3 projects. The first one is called Marble Drop, the second one is called Balloons, and the third one is called Enforce. If we click through to Balloons, we'll see some information on the project. There's a little video at the top here that shows us a basic idea of what this game was when it started. You could play the game. The game looked a lot like what this demo shows in the initial version. A couple of votes were put live. This is one example of a vote. This is a closed vote, a closed poll. The poll that won was Too Much Paint. and the game was updated since then. So at the top of the page, this is the project page again. We can click play now. As long as you have an account, you can play this game for free. We've got to navigate it again. There we go. There's a game. You can go ahead and play it. You can all play it right now if you have an account. You'll see this is updated since the demo video that was at the top there. And what was it updated with? Paint. If you fill the screen with too much paint, you lose. Nice and simple game. You also have a level up mechanism, and you're just trying for the highest score without losing. From this point on, the creator can go and add another poll. There's another example of a poll. The game has been played a little bit, and people found that it was too easy, so they voted for it to be harder. The developer can go in and make a new game. This was from this project Balloons was by the creator TNT Games. So if we go back to TNT Games, we'll see that there's another game there called Marble Drop. And the same holds true here. Information about the game, we click play now, and we've got a game we can play for free and comment on. When this developer decides to update the game, we will get some more votes. Again, you guys can go on and play this game right now. What is a poll? Let's go and find an open poll so that we can get a better idea. So let's click on Tasty Art. Why didn't you guys decide? June Games, Tasty Art, YouTube Shorts, The Seed, or Rez's Kitchen? We've got a live chat here, so let's let you guys decide where we're going. I'll explain the poll when we get there. No takers? June Games, all right. Let's see Rez's Kitchen. Let's try both. That's the beauty of We Make. You have as many creds as you want, and they're usable across the system. So if you have 5 creds and you want to put 2 or 3 in Rez's Kitchen and the rest in June Games, or 1 across each of these, that's all up to you. So let's try Rez's Kitchen first. This was one of the older ones. You come to Rez's Kitchen. We have a description on what is going on with the following poll. If we want more information, we can go to the project page and click play now to see what's going on with this account. And we see that it is an account that has a lot of, it's an Instagram account with a lot of images of food and recipes that have been done. It would be great to be logged in, right? We're not sure what tempeh or tofu is, so we just click this little I button and we say tofu is a versatile plant-based food made with coagulated soy. Oh, cool. So I get to vote on either watching them make tempeh or tofu. Now, I've never had tempeh before, so I'm going to vote on tempeh. As you see, these blue bars indicate that tempeh is already winning, which if I really wanted to and I didn't have any cred, I know I'm going to get tempeh when this poll closes, which is in 11 days and 3 hours. As long as this poll is open, you can go ahead and vote. Right now, I have no cred, so I will switch over to an account shortly that allows me to vote. And we know that tempeh is winning. We also have some live vote tracking, so we'll see how things move up and down. And yes, that is pretty much the gist of We Make. It's all about finding the projects and polls that you enjoy and engaging with the communities. When you vote, you're going to be voting on the options that you like, and it might turn out that the option you have chosen is the one that loses. We Make is not built to give back the cred on a losing poll. It is built to create support for the creators of these channels. So whether you put in 5 cred to a winning vote or 5 cred to a losing vote, all of the money that is generated still goes to the creator, allowing them to make better content for you on the next video. But as you said, it's not just videos, it's also games. The other poll that we said we'd have a quick look at was June games. This is just, we go ahead and we stream the game live. These are some options for us to go ahead and click on. It's either just more of the same. That's what's happening in June. We're either playing more Slay the Spire, just the second version. We're playing some golden oldies that we might have missed when we were younger. We're playing more Path of Exile because they're updating the game, or we are playing Vampire Crawlers, which is an update to a game called Vampire Survivors. The descriptions are also on these cards, and again, you can play around and see that. We have some cool features for creators that allow them to embed stuff like the stream you're watching right now in the sidebar. And information on what's been happening with the votes. This is a nice fresh vote, nice fresh poll with no votes yet, and that's why you don't see any movement in the tally board. Should we go to a live showing quickly? This poll, because we have used WeMake to build WeMake, and we have put up votes for WeMake. The logo, in fact, at the top here with the beta was chosen by the last test we did by the users of the site. We want to update the cards, so we have put 3 new selections of cards here, and you can see some bars running across the side here. If I wanted to vote because I don't like card B, as we had explained earlier, I have a lot of cred. I want to support this creator and I really want card A. So I'm going to come down here and choose my multiplier, and I'm going to click a couple of times on card style C. One thing to note, you can spam click as much as you want. We would just be cognizant that every cred costs money, and every time I click, because I have the 25 times multiplier, is going to spend 25 cred. If you've got 5 cred, don't use the 5 times multiplier unless you only want to click once. And then you can go ahead and spam as much as you want. That's a lot of cred. And there we go. Now card style C is winning. I am backing the creator, and we are happy to see that no one is challenging us currently. If we look at this sidebar, you will see that we can see previous submissions on these cards, and we know that there has been activity, whereas in the previous one that hadn't had any votes yet, didn't see this yet. We also see there are updates from the creator. They can keep us up to date whether their polls are running late, or they want them more intense, or we want more of them. Finally, you can rate a creator. So we've got a review structure that allows you to click here and just say, I really like this creator. I think that they use some cool polls. I think they update too often, etc. And we can rate them. This gives us a standing. So that gives an indication to someone new on a new poll that they don't want to be voting on someone that's rotten, but they are very comfortable in voting and providing money to people that are trusted. If you're finding any harsh or harmful content and you do not want to engage with it, there's a little report button here that you can click. And as long as the poll is open, you can drop a message on that poll to the creator. I believe most of the demo from the user side is done. There are a lot of features that are still coming up on the system. The last thing you might want to look at before we close off today is your profile. So you can click on my profile here. It'll just give you some of your information. It will tell you what you voted on. It will tell you if the vote is leading or trailing, so you know if you're winning at a glance. You can see what votes you voted on previously, what polls you voted on previously. This is currently inactive, but as you vote, you will receive more experience and unlock achievements for all your creators as you engage with them. You have a ledger of all your previous purchases, and you will have these awards that unlock. This is still a work in progress. you will see updates over the coming weeks. That wraps up the current demo. Any questions? Yes, sir. There are some vouchers that we will submit over the week, a week or two. Usually, a voucher is tied to a specific creator. You'll get cred that is usable for only a specific creator. We could demo that now if you want. Staging. Should we demo it on the shorts? Let's do it on the shorts. Please note, as we mentioned earlier, you'll be getting 5 cred per day, but you can get more cred if you want. You can generate a code. I think that's on my profile. Not sure. Hard, we have a way to generate a code that you can supply a friend, and when the friend register, you'll get an extra 10 cred credited to your account. I'm just verifying where it is that we have that listed. Cool. Does anyone have any other questions in the meantime? We will show you what the vouchers look like. Just give us a little bit of time. I'll take other questions in the meantime. Yes, so that's part of the spirit of We Make is that you can create as a creator, you can have as many polls set up in your back end at any given time. However, you can only have one active poll. So as long as there is an active poll and that timer is not at 0, no one can vote on any other polls of yours, and they will not be shown until the specific poll that is currently live is closed. Because we don't want you as a creator to be overloading the users with questions. It's not about milking them, it's about guiding the direction of your product, of your video, of your book, of your movie, of your game, and getting legitimate feedback from your users. So you'll only ever have one active poll that people can vote on. Oh, look at that. the creator, not Garth, has given me some free cred. So you see, I get a little golden ticket there. It shows me that I've got 50 creator creds. This allows me to vote with the creds issued to me by the creator. And he gave that to me because I asked nicely. But maybe the reason it was issued is because you bought their game and they decided to give you 50 cred. These cred are only usable on not Garth projects. Currently, he has the shorts. So we're going to vote here. And we wanted the you can do it. So I'm just going to vote a few more times on this. You'll notice the balance of cred did not change at the top here, but my golden creator creds have gone down by 6 because I clicked 6 times. The bars shifted. You can do it is still winning. There's a little power indicator at the top just to give me a verification that yes, 50% of all votes put on this project are going to you can do it. There's also live voting. So if we sat here and watched for a while and anyone else voted on shorts, the other bars would move. There is no app, but it works on mobile. So you can go to the site on your mobile device and you can still interact with it. We also have no plans on doing a dedicated app at this point. However, we will bring a lot of app like features to the website and you will be able to save it to home screen and it would work no different to an app. Correct. That's a PWA, Progressive Web App. I would, however, suggest if anyone wants to be a creator, and you can all sign up as creators if you want to, you just let us know and we'll have a conversation with you. Just note as a creator, the experience does not work very well on mobile currently. We do suggest you use a PC. Just to further validate that the creator creds for me currently are from not Garth, I'm going to go to one of the other polls we were on, and you can see here again, this is gold, says 44. I can click here to see who has issued me cred. There's not Garth has issued me 44 cred. Also, if I go to another open poll, so in this case, we have this one piece poll for the cards. You'll see I cannot spend any of these golden cred. I click here once, my main balance went down, but my golden tickets did not. Any other questions? Have we all managed to register by any chance, or is anyone having trouble? If we've registered now, we will be able to issue the first batch of cred. So we just want to check that no one's got issues. Cool. We've tried to keep the system simple, so we are hoping for not too many questions, but you never know. It's just rather wait and find out, you know? We have many features that are still coming, but we're trying to keep it nice and light to start. If you're curious about anything that we might not have touched on right now, we've got an About Us page that you can just scroll down. Got a little accordion at the bottom. It just explains, short sentence, what is WeMake, what is a cred, how do we get more cred, etc. This will be expanding over the next few days, as well as a competition that will be running where you will be able to get cred with value. So on the 1st of June, we are enabling payments. All of the cred we issue before the 1st of June will be removed from all accounts. Your accounts will stay active. But if you have followed the terms of the competition, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a portion of 1,000 cred with value that will be credited to your account on the 1st of June. The details of that competition will appear on this page this week when we take the product to Doers Summit in Limassol for our pre-beta launch. 100%. For any other questions, you can just WhatsApp any of us. You can join the community group that was linked to you, or you can email us on support@we-make.xyz. So I think we can wrap up there unless anyone has a final question. I very much appreciate the time you're taking to support us, to register, to try out the system. Hope to see you return here and there on during the days to see if the new projects, to see how they've updated, to see if the votes you are placing are winning or losing. And yes, I'm excited for all of you to experience WeMake. We've had a good time building it. We believe this is going to change the world. Glad you're along for the ride. Cool. Looks like everyone's happy. Thanks, guys. I think we will conclude that here. Enjoy your evenings. Cheers.